Morning PooTube, hope everyone's good. So that little rat that murdered them little girls in Southport was sentenced yesterday. I just caught the live that Jupiter did on it or whatever. Now I weren't even going to bother commenting or whatever. But I seen Becca doing the whole it's nothing to do with Islam bullshit or whatever. This is some madness. I mean, it's good that these converts to Islam are showing their true colours. These people like Becca, people like Jordan M, and whatever, these people were born in this country and self-converted to Islam. Now, obviously, they don't want what they're about to be involved in things that like killing little children and whatever. But the fact of the matter is, these things have shown to be connected to Islam, inspired by Islam. Across the board. I mean, these latest incidents are just latest incidents. Islam has been a racist, rapist ideology for over 1450 years. So I think Becca's about 2 years in or something. I mean, Becca's been involved in other ideologies. It was some other bullshit not long ago or whatever, not long before Islam. Same with Jordan, claims to have been in the EDL or whatever a couple of years before. So I think the problem is with these converts, they just feel the need to try and join something to, I don't know, feel like they belong to something or whatever. They've obviously got something missing in their lives where they feel the need to be part of something, and then just don't like the facts, or the facts coming out what they're involved in is actually a pile of shit. That is actually a racist death cult which is dangerous to the children, the women, everybody, to be honest. Of anybody that allows that shit into their countries or whatever. Wherever Islam has been allowed, you have seen fucked up shit go on, whether it be the mass rape of children, whether it be children being blown up, children being fucking, do you know what I mean? It is just literally a death cult. It is that simple. If you're not part of that horrible little fucking pedo cult, then you are a target. If you're at a music event or a music dance class or whatever, that person is convinced in their mind that, well, it won't be a real Muslim, there is no Muslims going to be there, no true Muslims anyway, because they don't partake in music, it's haram. Once you add on to the fact that it may be a gay icon as well, then there's two good reasons why it won't be Muslims, because obviously being gay is haram as well. So you target a gay icon music event, much like they did in Manchester, much like they did with the Taylor Swift dance thing in Southport. You're more or less guaranteed that you're not going to get any real Muslims, or Muslims at all for that matter, in them groups of people, in the crowd, in the whatever. You're more or less guaranteed not to. So there's your reasoning, there's your fucking whatever. Now, like I said on comments on Jupiter's or whatever, I've shared it to my community wall or whatever. The Taylor Swift concert or whatever, a couple of days ago or whatever, had to be cancelled. 3 teenage musrats was plotting and planning to kill people at that event or whatever. 3 failed fucking attempts or whatever. So if you can't notice a pattern, do you know what I mean? It's not really hard to figure out realistically. There is a pattern, it's a very obvious pattern. For people like Becca or whatever, it's just fucking, it's madness. Do you know what I mean? This person has been born in the UK and seems to have joined a few fucking ideologies along the way or whatever. Now, to me, you can't defend the undefendable, but yet it doesn't seem to stop people like Becca trying, saying, "Oh, it wasn't a Muslim. It was nothing to do with Islam." It's like, well, let's fucking add a few things up then, yeah. Before this happened, that little rat was referred to the Prevent program, the Prevent scheme. Now, the Prevent was put in place to stop people turning from radicals into terrorists. That's what it's about, that's what it's for. And that little rat was referred to it 3 times. Now, we was all told, oh, it's nothing to do with Islam, blah blah blah, nothing to do with Muslims, all this fucking bullshit. But yet down the road it turns out, oh okay, yeah, well, it did actually, when we searched his house, we did turn up a terrorist fucking manual, which 55,000 people downloaded in the UK alone many years ago or whatever. And this little fucking rat, this little fucking muzzrat, has actually gone with that manual and whatever and made and produced writing. Now, when you go making stuff like that and you go stabbing children to death and all this shit, what do you actually think they're doing it for, Becca? Are they doing it in the name of Christianity? Are they doing it in the name of Buddhism or whatever? The only fucking ideology which quite clearly states by scumbags, paedophile, fucking warlord wrong'uns like Muhammad, is he was made victorious through terrorism. Yeah? So let's not play the bullshit or whatever. Let's not fucking do this bullshit. That ideology is only known through converting by force. When they've got dumbasses that just join because, I don't know, they've got nothing better to do, or they don't think they've got much of a culture, or they got bored of the fucking black bullshit or whatever which they was previously part of. Do you know what I mean? You can't deny 1450 years of history. Sorry, but you can't. Facts are facts. Islam has always been a fucking racist political ideology. It is that simple. It doesn't change just because you've joined said fucking cult or whatever. I understand that, yeah, it might not be great that you've like associated yourself by choice. You weren't born into being a Muslim, you fucking opted into it. I understand that it's not great that all these horrible, nasty things are now showing you what it is that you've joined and opted into. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking, it's not great, I suppose, or whatever, but be honest. You've said a few times, oh, you know, I'm not a fan of Ali Dawah or that other fucking idiot or whatever, his mate. These are bad Muslims, these make people look shit and whatever. But do you know what I mean? You need to go a little bit. You need to dig a little bit more. You need to figure out what's what or whatever. These people, yeah, they do make Islam look shit or whatever. But so do you by defending it and saying, oh, it's nothing to do with Islam and you weren't a Muslim and all this bullshit. People are not stupid. People look at people like you and think you are stupid or something. You must be to come out with that kind of shit and believe it's somehow nothing to do with the ideology which you're now a big fan of. Do you know what I mean? It's just madness. All you have to do is look back through history. It's never been a peaceful ideology. It's never been something I would even call a religion. This is why I refuse to call it a religion. It's a fucking racist death cult ideology. It is that simple. It's never been anything different. It never will be anything different. Because it has dumb, stupid people willing to keep defending it. Doesn't matter if the death count of children or whatever. It seems to make no difference. I mean, it wasn't long ago Becca was coming out with fucked up, vile comments about the shit in Germany, the terrorist attack in Germany. Becca was quick to, oh, it's nothing to do with Muslims, nothing to do with Islam, blah fucking blah. And then coming out with all this fucked up shit about, oh, fuck Germany, fuck Nazis, we're all Nazis, blah blah blah. It's funny how these people are quick to grab the Nazi card or whatever. Do a little research, Becca. Do a little research. Was all the Nazis white? Yeah. Was there? Are you sure? Because a large portion of the fucking SS Nazis, the top tier Nazis if you like or whatever, was Muslims. People from your fucking ideology, Becca. So why are you reaching for that card? Just know that the top tier of that was people from your ideology, your dirty little fucking racist ideology. Now, I think it's funny that certain people around situations or whatever are finding, oh, we've got a middle ground here or whatever. What's your middle ground? What, that you all hate Jews? Is that what it all comes down to for some people or whatever? For me, it's good to find things in common with people or whatever, but if that's your only fucking card, then I think you need to figure things out a little bit. It's just madness. These things don't stop, and they won't stop until it's dealt with harshly. Simple as that. People need to be able to assess these things and be able to call things out for what they truly are. When it's killing kids, let's not forget, do you know what I mean, there was a baby unit targeted twice, 2 failed attempts. They're trying to kill not only children, they're not happy with just killing children. No, we want to kill babies. We want to kill brand new fucking babies that have just been born as well. So it's not like, oh, we'll just attack the racist who they perceive to be the racist. No, we want to kill babies. We want to kill your children. We want to kill your babies. Now, bombs are fairly indiscriminate when they go off. They will kill you whether you're white, you're black, you're Chinese, you're fucking any colour under the rainbow, any ethnicity. It will blow you all up regardless. Now, that's why some people have said we need to find a common ground between everybody and realise what is the imminent dangers to all of us. Doesn't matter what colour you are, doesn't matter what race you are, doesn't matter what you believe in or don't believe in. These things will kill your children just as quick as it will kill our children. Now, you've heard dumb cunts like Khan. You've heard dumb cunts on that side of things or whatever. Oh well, you know, it's just a white problem. It's, you know, denying that the Sikh girls and Hindu girls was targeted first in the rape epidemic of the UK. Now, anyone that's like got a fucking 2 brain cells to rub together or whatever, are aware that it started with the Hindus and the Sikhs. They was targeted first. The police, the government bodies, etc. let them people down first. And when they realised, okay, we're on our own, you know, the police aren't going to back us, the government's not backing us in any way, shape or form, they're making out it's community tensions and this, that and the other community problems. They took law into their own hands and dealt with it head on. And the Musrats, for the cowardly bastards that they are, moved swiftly on from that to targeting white girls. And it's not just white girls they target anyway. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of mixed race girls that have been targeted, etc. Even killed or whatever. Can't think of a name off the top of my head, but the one in Telford or whatever was murdered. So these things are going on continuously and will continue to go on when they're not being addressed. And people like Becca and people like fucking Jordan M are giving it excuses. These are white people. I think these people forget that they're white or whatever. It's like, these people have been born here in this country and have converted to some fucking Middle East fucking ideology, just like going on all the good bits that they've been told by other Muslims or whatever. It's like, you two and people like you are useful idiots. Now, I've seen a change in Becca. I used to have nothing bad to say about Becca in any way, shape or form, but you can see that Islam coming out in them now or whatever, and they're constantly the quickest one to defend it. Oh, it's nothing to do with Islam, it's nothing to do with Muslims. Yeah, it fucking is. Yeah, it fucking is. You can deny it as much as you want, but that just shows myself and everybody else that you are actually part of the problem. People like you are part of the problem. Now, for every child that dies, for every child that's raped, for every bomb that goes bang, it's one of them, isn't it? You've got to own your words and your actions of defending this shit. You are complicit to all this shit by defending it blindly, it seems. Now, there's a lot of people that know full well about Islam and can go into fucking depth, going back all the way back 1450 years or whatever, and can prove exactly what Islam is and what it's about. But people like Becca and whatever, oh, that's not about my deen, that's not about my deen. It's just madness. It's like, you can turn it into whatever flavour of Islam you like or whatever. It doesn't make it fucking true just because you believe it or whatever. Like I say, I never used to have anything bad to say about Becca. A lot of stuff I've heard from Becca has been what you would hope to hear from people that are UK born, converts to Islam or whatever. But you can see the poison coming out of her, and that poison is only coming from one place. Now, as far as I'm aware, Becca's now in Morocco or whatever, married to a Muslim or whatever. It is what it is, isn't it? To me, the more people that are constantly giving excuses to terrorism and dead children and whatever, yeah, you know, leave the UK, go to a fucking Islamic country or whatever, go and live there, go and poison that fucking community or whatever, go and poison that country. For me, people need to be upfront, honest, and brutally honest with it as well. People need to stop being so, oh, you know, I like Becca, blah blah blah, this, that and the other. Once the fucking milk has turned, you have to call it for what it is. It is that simple. People like Becca has been good at playing certain situations and playing the, oh, this week I'm fucking, you know, this week I'm a Muslim. When it suits it, when it suits the narrative or whatever, then it's, oh, I'm English, I'm this, that and the other. I'm fucking, it's just madness. It's like, when they've swapped and changed from ideology to ideology, which Becca has and fucking Jordan M have or whatever, these people realistically, do you know what I mean? What are they actually about? Because you was about one thing 1 minute, then you're about something else another. These people are just lost souls wandering about from thing to thing. And do you know what I mean? When you're now openly defending terrorism and trying to play the blame game and blame it on anybody else that's not a Muslim, then you are part of the problem. And I'll say that loud and proud. You are part of the problem now, Becca. It's not the first time, it's not the second time, it's more like the third time that I've heard you doing this shit or whatever. Now, you will fit in certain places, like Ghost Channel and whatever. But look at Ghost Channel realistically. It's tiny, it seems pretty fucking dead, and only seems to attract extremists and wrong-uns. It is that simple. It is that simple. A lot of people don't like Jupiter for their own reasons, I guess, or whatever. But on the relevant things, she does seem to be on the right side of history, regardless. As you would expect 99.9% of people to be on. To me, it's the people that are not and are happy to blame it on anything else other than what it actually is. They are the problem. They are the deep-rooted problem. And myself personally will never have a problem calling these people out. They can pretend to be as nice as they want or whatever. I see straight through the bullshit. I'm quite happy to call it out. Now, other news, CMW will be starting, I would describe it as a radio station, fairly soon. Things are just getting sorted at the moment, and there'll be plenty of opportunity for people to have open, honest discussion on the things that matter, and it can't be removed, it can't be deleted. You can have all these troll groups out there doing a Jason Tyler Wake Up UK takedown team, it won't make no difference. You can't touch this. So these things will be openly discussed at length. There will be talks of solutions rather than all this bullshit political nonsense. People arguing, oh no, vote UKIP, no, vote reform, no, vote this, vote that. It's a load of shit. If you keep opting into the same shit, then realistically you shouldn't be moaning about it, because you're opting into it. Your vote is your consent, so keep consenting, and then expect a different result when we know that these things are rigged, stacked against us. There is alternate ways of dealing with these things, and they should be used and taken up by many or whatever. So as soon as I get a link to whatever, I'll put it out and we'll see what happens. We'll have the real discussions at hand. And like I say, these things can't be removed, can't be whatever. These YouTube accounts come and go, neither here nor there. What's about to come out is accessible worldwide, and it never gets removed, it never gets deleted, it's unreachable. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Hope everyone's good, look after each other and stay safe.